Standing right where my fart is.
Wow, dude.
That's bad.
Oh, that is bad. Should I keep that in the video?
I don't care.
Welcome back to the weekly follow-up, where we're looking at the fancy coat rack. Here's Adam doing this with me.
Heyo.
This was super easy. It's all made out of scraps, dude.
Scrap!
This inside board, I didn't have to cut down the size or anything. It was just at that size. And I put the D-rings on there, and I didn't show that in the video because, like, you just put them on there.
Just a little screw.
Yeah.
Well, two screws.
I didn't show putting the rubber bumpers on there either. The rubber bumpers.
The two screws and the rubber bumpers.
Two screws and the rubber bumpers. I also didn't show cutting out the frame. Man, I let everybody down in this video.
You are letting everybody down, dude. They want to see all of it. Dude, you made that out of
It was just like
scrap. That's leftover wood, isn't it? That's what scrap means?
that's just leftover wood. I also didn't notice it till the day, but this side is a little bit shorter than this side. This is like 7.5. This is like 7 and like 5/8 or something.
You're gonna piss off all of your OCD viewers. You shouldn't have told them that. They wouldn't have known.
Fair.
Let's read some comments.
Dude, I got 2 comments.
2 comments.
Yeah, I usually get a lot more.
Alright, this is gonna be a short video.
I heard from Roy and CJ.
Roy and CJ.
Roy had
Good old Roy.
good old Roy, dude. I hear from Roy on every video. Roy is golden, dude. Roy was pretty much just talking about the hooks. He's like, hey, that's a bloody good idea. He was saying something about usually using metal hooks and didn't think about using wood hooks. And then CJ asked if I hung it up next to my hat rack, and I told him no, and that I hated my hat rack. All the hooks are too close together, so when I take one hat off, it like slides off all the other hats.
And it's all chubbing up next to the. It's got like handles now. The 2 screw hooks and the rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Last Wednesday, I asked a question. The weekly question was money and time and tools and experience wasn't a factor. Like, what's the one thing everybody would want to build?
I think if time and experience and money were no issue, I would want to build a refrigerator.
Dude, make one of those Han Solo and Carbonite refrigerators. Dude, they're freaking neat. Mary would build a samurai workbench.
A samurai workbench?
Yeah, I gotta say, Mary, I've never heard of a samurai workbench.
What is a samurai workbench, Mary?
Yeah, look it up.
Well, I'm gonna Google this. This is for you, Mary.
Yeah, I should have looked this up before filming this.
You know, see my favorite Japanese hand saws.
Okay, yeah, I've seen those.
Like, what is it? Just a Japanese woodworking bench?
Yeah, I see holes on top for bench dogs.
Bench dogs.
Stuff. I don't know. It's a very modular workbench with a lot of like built-in features to enhance your woodworking. My workbench is kind of garbage.
I mean, it just needs a good old re-topping and got all these wood glue boogers on the side.
Cheese board with an arrow pointing towards the cigarette. It's my handwriting, but I don't remember doing that.
Why did you write cheese board on your workbench?
I don't know.
And pointed to that butt.
Oh, dude, Dwayne commented on there and wanted to make a TV/game center that would hold all like his consoles and stuff.
Oh, that'd be cool.
He said to give an idea of how big it would be, he must add that he has about every console made.
Oh my gosh. Hell yeah, Dwayne.
He needed to make extra room for it because he'd never be able to fit it through a door. You know, Dave Picciuto said that's the #1 woodworking rule. Don't make anything that you can't fit through a door.
Because then get it out of your shop and you can't get it into your house.
What's
the fucking point?
Me and this guy have helped enough people move to where...
Including each other.
When you got something massive and heavy and you can't really fit it through a door, it's weird.
And old. For some reason, back in the olden days, they decided they needed to make everything weigh like a ton.
CJ was on there again. He said aside from the obvious choice of building a house...
Would I, if I could, wait, if experience wasn't an issue?
If nothing was
If I was just literally just like, I'm a carpenter, a plumber, an electrician, and I know how to do roofs and... Oh, my head cut off the whole time?
But he was saying the main thing he would want to build would be like a medieval, like a huge medieval dinner.
Like, get like the
medieval
whole,
style.
get all the clans together.
A king and queen's chair on each end, and then... Dude, I know CJ IRL, dude. Yeah, he gave me a built singer.
Oh!
Or he said, or like a super fancy computer desk, like a U-shaped one. You sit at the big U-shaped desk, and anybody that comes in, you're like, "You have an appointment?" Yeah, he's got this king dining table and like his like CEO desk.
CJ does have ambitions, goals.
Roy was talking about making a timber bed. Big, you know, like beams of wood.
Made out of like straight up log.
Craig didn't say what he would build. He didn't answer the question. So anyways, that was the weekly question. How do you feel about using pallet wood? Also, I think you'll like this Friday's video. It's pretty good. You saw it. Where'd you pick up Jeff? I think that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Leave your answers below, and I'll see you on Friday.